There we go. All right, cool. Good morning, everybody. What's going on? Hope everyone is having an awesome weekend, an awesome Sunday. Oh boy, oh boy. So initially, I wasn't gonna do a whole lot this weekend. I was gonna work on that little DCS video I was trying to put together. Get that monstrosity uploaded to you guys, so you guys can take a look at my antics. But um, was browsing through the news a couple days ago, and I saw that IXEG released an update for their 737 Classic Series Dash 300, and couldn't help myself, so had to give it a shot and see what she was all about. So we're here in Memphis. No overlay. You guys can probably see that today. I cannot get XUIPC to work on X-Plane for some reason. Partially because I tried for like all of like 5 minutes and I was like, oh, I don't have time. But at some point I'll get X UIPC, whatever that is. The FSUIPC for X-Plane. I'll get that going on the X-Plane, so we'll have the layover, but the overlay. But all right. So yeah, Memphis to Sarasota. Hadn't got the opportunity to showcase Sarasota for Vertical Sim, one of my favorite airports. So shout out to Vertical Sim for providing us such awesome scenery. All right, so we're on VATSIM, but not a whole lot's going on. Everybody's enjoying their Sunday, so can't fault them for that. But nonetheless, we're gonna stay on VATSIM. Ooh, as you're just jumping in, guys, welcome. Good morning, good evening, good afternoon, wherever time zone. All right, so right now, just looking at our SimBrief flight plan here. So flight time, they're saying an hour and 42 minutes from take off the touchdown. Our block fuel will be blocking at 17,000 pounds today. So ground services, what be part of the ground? I think it is. Like, it's been that long. It's been close to a year since I've been in this thing. And it's sad. It's such a cool airplane to fly. So 17,500, and we're gonna instant that guy because we can. And what's the lowest sheet saying? So zero fuel weight is 102,000 pounds. So we are definitely heavy today. Well, heavy-ish, not really. How's my audio, guys? Hope my audio's all right. So pretty straightforward. I mean, not a whole lot to do on, but they do give you this nice little handy dandy deal there to get your weights and stuff set. So wind's coming out of the southeast. So I'm thinking 1.8. I'm thinking 1.8 Charlie. So we'll plan for that. Let me pull this back up. I closed as if I was completely done with it. So what, 17 and a half, guys? So we'll do 17 and a half on the 17 and a half on the plan fuel. Zero fuel weight, we'll do 102,000.2. And what's the reserve? So 2.6. That should be enough to get us plane to our alternate Pensacola. Since we are in Florida, and those pop up. Well, we will be in Florida, and those pop up storms do happen on the regular. So let's see, cruise altitude today will be 350, so 35,000 feet. And what are the winds doing up there? Nothing, absolutely nothing. 205 at 19 knots. So 205 at 19 knots. Be the cruise wind. All right. Let's see here. We'll try to put this in for the temperature. I don't know. Okay, there we go. All right. Let's see. We'll do an assumed takeoff. We'll do 43 degrees for the assumed temperature. See that. Then we'll normal climb out. Flaps will be, I don't know, because we hadn't got our route in there yet. All right. So set up for Memphis. All right, then we'll set up for Sarasota. So that's what, Sierra Romeo, Quebec. All right, and let's see, Whiskey November for Southwest Airlines. Oh, and that's what, flight 894. Right there. All right, and runway. Like I said, we're gonna try. We're gonna do flight out of 18 Charlie, 18 Charlie. And we'll be taking the Popeye 5 out, and we got old nav data. That's okay. We're gonna work with it. I literally just like downloaded this thing and downloaded it and jumped on. So don't fault me too bad, guys, on my nav data. I know it's a little rusty. We'll just say we can't afford to delay the subscription. We'll let it expire. So that's Tom Bigby. We'll throw that guy in there, and what we'll do, direct SCW and then clamp 7. I'm familiar with clamp 7 because we're on clamp 6. All right. Oh man. Whew. All right, 1-4. So we'll take the ILS there. Transition. We will do pi. If I'm not mistaken. Activate that guy. Take off. My goodness, lordy, we're already set there. All right, so all we have to do now is just do our wind. So it was like 130. It was like 130 at 3. Don't get me going. Yeah. Get all my stuff up here. Let's see, Whiskey November 894 is word B733. Should be in the bloody museum by now, being that we're in 10. We can bring back these old guys. All right, what was that? There we go. All right, now 190 at 9, so that changed on me. 190 at 9, not 6, 9. There we go. Cool. All right, and we'll fill all this fun stuff in here and set to go. All right, good, right? All right, so I think we're good to go. We'll set this all the way up. Man, that's backwards. All right, we'll set that all the way up. Let's see. I see they got the mouse wheel functionality going, but it's backwards. So normally I'm thinking forward will be spinning to the right, but maybe it's just my own weird thinking. All right. Let's see. 3. We'll come on up to 3, not 33350. We'll get there eventually. Oh, there we go. All right, cool. 350 is dialed in there. We'll do toss in 140, 145. Alrighty, 145. So that's set. That's been a long time. Oh, that's cool. I forgot it did that. Forgot it did that. Alright, let's go and turn C. Guys should be on auto. And dial into here. Okay. I think we're all set. So no ground equipment. When we ground equipment hooked up. We're at Charlie 2, so I mean there's 1-8 Charlie right there, guys. So we're really gonna push and make it right there and depart. So really straightforward on the departure. And let's get our radios tuned. At least they put the updated radios in here, so it's not the that guy there. They're updated. R122.8. Check my audio panel. Alright. Let's see. Now I need to go over to. Alright, so. See, we're still saying standby. Alright, now we're walking. Let's see. Alright. Let's see. So that's good. Alright, guys, let's get out of here. I'm ready to go. Alright. Hydraulics are on. Let's see. Static. Kind of looking here. Fuel pumps are already on. Let's see. Seatbelt signs are on. Hydraulic pumps are on. Electric 1 and 2. Let's see. Packs are on for now. Let's go ahead and turn those off. Let's open our bleeds there. Bring this dude up to, oh, wrong way. 350. Bam. All right. Where are we at? The anti-collision is on. All right, and cool. I'm satisfied with that. I think I can live with that. Okay. Now let me double check my comms here, make sure. All right, perfect. Comms are good. And let's get out of here. Oh, so guess better pushback doesn't work. All right. No worries. We'll just use the default X-plane. Oh, default X-plane pushback. So actually, before I do that, go ahead and call in announce our intentions. So Memphis traffic. Good morning. Southwest 864 Charlie 2. We'll be taxiing 1-8 Charlie for a south departure via the Popeye 5 departure. Memphis traffic. All right. Let's see. Goodness gracious, this thing. Like the pushback process default X-plane is hilarious. You get spoiled with GSX and better pushback and all that. I mean, look at this. Well, hold on, see if our brakes are. Alright. There we go. I mean, we're getting it. Look at that. Like, I don't even want to start up right now. I was going to wait till they finish. Let's see if we can. Oh my gosh. There's nothing. Okay, it's done. Alright, but we'll see you later, man. Alright, guys, we're we're clear on the right. We'll go ahead and start that right engine. Get our ignition. We'll do the left igniter. All right. Wrong way. There we go. All right. Whew, this thing's old school. And we'll spin them up to, I don't know, 19-20%. It should be plenty fast enough not to get a hot start. Not to get a hot start. All right, 20%. I'll do 23 because it makes me feel good. All right, we'll do 23. There we go. All right, watch that. EGT. GT's coming up. All right, looking good. Start valve close. Just waiting for his guy to line out here. Waiting for it to line out there. Alright, GT's coming up nicely. Alright, he is stabilized. Alright, so we're good to go there. Let's go ahead and double check our generator there for Gen 2. Make sure she's putting out. Looks like we're getting proper voltage there. And we'll connect that generator number 2. And we already cleared ourselves on the left. So we'll go ahead and start. My goodness, this mouse wheel. Alright, gotta start this left engine. There's N2 coming up. Alright, looking pretty good there. Let's see. Alright, so we'll wait for 20-ish around there. Alright, that's about right. We'll do that. Alright, let's watch her, make sure she didn't hot start. Which I believe is enabled on this airplane. Alright. Alright, looking pretty good. Start valve's closed. Alright, so let's go ahead and set those flaps here. And just remember, guys, I'm my controls are still all wonky, so my apologies in advance. Yeah, because my flaps, for some reason, aren't setting it. They were setting when I tested it, but not setting now. So, well, we'll do that real quick. It shouldn't take long. All right, back do nothing. Yeah, so I've been setting. Let's see, setting this guy for flap. So we'll do. Let's see. Let's see, flaps down a notch. Alright, and we'll go here to flaps up a notch. Like that. Alright, hopefully that works. Yes, it works. Alright, cool. We're good to go. Let's see, flight director is on. Arm VNav, it may not just yet. I forgot. I know with the older autopilot on this on the 737, there's some differences from the normal Collins setup. So we may just take off and fly runway heading. We'll get this thing sorted shortly. Yeah, I think something else has to be said. I forgot. All right. Let's see. RTO is armed. Let's see. Gen 1 looks good. Connect that. And let's get our bleeds in auto. Spoilers. No. Pack. There we go. Auto. Let's see. We don't need to APU. And taxi light is on. Cool. I think we're ready to go. Barring any unforeseens. Alright, so we're rolling. Alright, and let's see. Oh, get my thing's heavy. Alright. I don't see any traffic here. I think we got the airport to ourselves. All right. Maps traffic southwest 864 is taxi into 18 Charlie for his south departure. Maps traffic. All right. Yeah, on the taxiway here. Oh, I can't wait for my yoke to come in. Holy cow. Very, very awkward. Pretty good there. I think we'll make a right here on Kilo off of Juliet, and then we'll bust a left here at Charlie, and that should get us lined up here for on 8. All right. Okay. And we'll chase it with just a little power. Just around this corner. Go on there. Let's see if we can get a nice little trot going. About 15 knots here, so bring the power up a little bit. Try to keep it under 30% in one. I think this is I think it was correct me if I'm wrong, guys, but I think the Dash 300, wasn't that the one that landed on the levee in New Orleans? I'm not sure. I know it was it was either a 400 or a 300, one of them. Years ago, I think it was back in like the 70s or the 80s. They lost their engines, had to they weren't going to make it into New Orleans. Ended up on the levee, and they flew it out of the levee as well. That's the crazy part. All right, there's all right. I should have made my tiller my zoom thumb wheel on my throttle, but didn't. All right, we'll hold short here. Now look at that suspension. All right, we'll hold short here real quick. Gotta double check some numbers. Right. Check some numbers. That put in and get that put in. Okay, yep, we should be good. Should be good. All right, guys. Let's see. I think we're all set. Let's go ahead and arm our auto throttle. Yeah, that still won't arm there. Let me double check. Check something real quick. Everything's be good to go. Let's see, legs. Alright, discontinuity, that's fine. That's fine. Alright. Alright, cool. So finals clear, runway's clear, and airport's uncontrolled, so we're just gonna say we have clearance. Oh, there we go. Strobe light is on, and do need to get my trim. That. All right, cool. That should be good. All right, let's go. All right. Memphis traffic, Southwest 894 is parting 18 Charlie for South departure. Memphis traffic. All right. Sorry guys, I was saying 864 and I just looked. It was, we are indeed 894 on this trip. So, whoops. They're lined up here. Now the trick is trying to hit this bloody toga button. And there she goes. Alright. Pickup power is set. Whoa. Airspeed's alive. Get back here. 80 knots. Alright. Oh, I was ready to climb, gear up. Woo! Straighten up that nose a little better. Alright, guys. See if I can get this thing trimmed out here, and there's VNav. Alright, climb mode is set. Mass traffic, Southwest 894 is clear of the runway. Mass traffic. Alright. Let's see. Come up flaps 2, guys. And LNAV. Alright, flaps 1. Let's see here. Alright, flaps up. Woo, she's a handful. She's a handful, guys. Flies really good though. I don't know, maybe it's the fact that I'm not using that my old beat up SciTech yoke. I'm using my Questmaster joystick right now. Alright, coming out 5,000 there. Alright, looking good. I need to put this I'll see if I can trim her and go hands off for a moment. See if I can put this thing in off without getting weird on me. Alright. Alright, getting close to our Emmett intersection. The graphics look really good, and this thing is over. I think it's close to what, 4 or 5 years old or something like that. It's been out a while, and yet still the visuals look amazing. Now, by the way, I am in Vulkan. I am in Vulkan. We are rendering this in Vulkan, hence the reason why I was a little late coming. I was going to try to get in the stream a little earlier, but it took every bit of 10 minutes to uh, get her loaded up in Vulkan. Every bit of 10 minutes. All right, we're getting coming up through 9,000 feet there. And just a marvelous hand flying airplane. I mean, very very little inputs on the controls here. Takeoff was a little squirrely. I wouldn't be honest with you. I was not expecting it, but a little squirrely on takeoff. But I think that's more of operator error than anything else. All right, we're at 10,000 feet, guys. We'll go ahead and bring these. Bring all this up. And engine ignition to off. I keep the mouse wheel. And let's go ahead and turn this off. I'm not just super worried about it since we are in the south and still fairly warm. But once we get into the flight levels, definitely want to make sure that's on. Yaw damper is on, and yeah. Life is pretty good right now, so we'll put this guy in map mode. Or not. What is that, map, or did I go into plan? There we go. Alright, that's a little better. Zoom out. Alright. Yeah, just amazing looking model. Beautiful. And actually, there's one of these guys is actually located at the Southwest Museum at Dallas Love Field. They actually built part of the museum around it, so you can view the cabin, and it's actually really cool. It's actually really cool. If you guys are ever in the Dallas Fort Worth area, definitely take the opportunity to swing by there because it's really cool. You can see the flight deck and everything. It's pretty nice. But yeah, speaking of flight deck, you can kind of zoom in here and just look. I mean, it even has a wiring. I mean, look at that. Bit of, it's a bit of an issue here, but I think there's a little bit of a gap in the modeling. But I mean, like who's looking at that? Like who's really looking at that? But yeah, just really little reflection coming off the gauges there. I like these. I honestly like these set of engine gauges over the digital ones that they introduced later. And what's funny, I believe there's actually, well, it's not really funny, but what's weird, I believe there is actually an accident behind this. I think it took place in Europe, I believe. And something happened or whatever with one of the engines. I think it was something with the vibration, and they got it confused with something else. And because if you look, I mean, just not looking at the actual names of the gauges, they look relatively the same, right? So, I mean, we can only imagine, you're like in the moment and you're not paying attention, and all of a sudden, hey, it's doing this when it's not, or it may be the wrong engine, you're diagnosing, and wait a minute, our oil level is actually kind of low in that number 2 engine. Well, all right, glad we took a look at that. But yeah, it's and I think that's what segued into the later the later versions of the what we know in the classic series is the or I think it was classic and yeah, classic and the no, next gen doesn't have it, but yeah, the second generation, I guess, of the engine instruments with the more of a digital like setup. Like this door opens too, so you can kind of let's see if I can. Well, we'll see, clear that. Make sure. All right, we're still in command mode while we're exploring. Check. All right, that we should be good. All right, guys, we're making our way, making our way in the cabin here. So, I mean, it is a cabin. I know some people may say that, it's not as high quality as Zebo or whatever, but, I mean, given the time period that this thing was designed, I mean, it was, it was fairly, fairly ahead of its time, even back then. And I'm also coming back here to give me a nice wing. But I mean, I don't know. It's hard for me, and this is just my personal opinion. It's hard for me to get wrapped up in the virtual cabins. They're cool. Don't get me wrong. They're cool, and they make some amazing. They make for some amazing shots. But the reality is, I mean, the majority of our time is going to be spent up front. So it's like, and coming from P3D and FXX, I mean, you really couldn't waste the resources, trying to render it, if you didn't have to. So, hence why most aircraft that we have in P3D and FXX, well, version like with 460, especially 464-bit, didn't really have any sort of, VC. There were a few, but they were few and far between, and the frames weren't the best on them either. There we go, nice little wing shot here. And we'll shoot back up front. All right, and we'll go ahead and. All right, looks like we're making that left turn at iBuffy. All right, yeah, looking pretty good. I don't know. A lot of people don't care for the eyebrow windows, but they're pretty nice. I don't know if this works or not. I think it did at one point. I don't know if it works or not though. Not on this version at least. Um, yeah, just a marvelous, marvelous airplane for now. Going back to marvelous. Coffee break. Hold on 1 second. Um, it is like $80. I'm just gonna go ahead and put that out now. It is $80, and yeah, it's $80. So on the hook of my headset, but I can move my head and not feel tethered. Awesome. I also have Track IR as well, which is super nice. I love Track IR, and but it's just the cable. I feel like I don't know. I feel like I'm um, but yeah, but I digress. But yeah, it is $80. So if you're hankering for the classic, check it out. But like I said, just be forewarned, it's $80. Well, worth it. And I think I think they're going to be planning some other upgrades to it as well. So this isn't going to be, they didn't, set us up for the okie doke and just push an update and leave on us. There's going to be some continuing development on it. So I was wondering where that came from. So that's a huge plus. Because this thing kind of whole thing kind of grows on me. Now, like you can also one could venture to say, well, how does it compare to the Zebo? And I don't know, guys. I mean, what do you think? Let me know what you guys think. But it's really hard to make that comparison. Now, I'm gonna tell you why. One, there's a several-year gap in development, several years. Two, they're renditions of two generations of 737s. So it's just hard to do. It's just hard to say which one is better. And quite frankly, I think they're both really good. I mean, come on, guys. Like the Zebo's free, and I mean, they captured the little details, like who honestly has thought enough, to maybe implement like the flat vibrations and things like that, especially on, I mean, you guys see it, especially if it's flat 40 or something like that, and and the reverse thrust, and the little undulations and the flaps and things. I mean, you get that. I mean, you especially on the seven, especially you see it really good on the 737, and not many developers have done that. Maybe they've thought about it, maybe they decided not to do it. We don't know. But Zebo did it, and it's free. So shout out to Zebo on that. But once again, it's really hard to make that comparison. Now the textures, like I said, they're a little more high quality on the Zebo 7.3. But once again, just look at the time period, right? And for me, if you're saying, okay, well, Stalker, what's the best 737 classic for X-Plane? And honestly, I would venture to say, as of right now, between all the platforms, I would probably tell you this: the IXEG 737, and yeah, because I think years ago, Dreamfleet, they did a I don't even know if a lot of you guys even remember Dreamfleet, but Dreamfleet did a 737-400, and I mean they broke the mold, but they just kind of, I don't know what happened to Dreamfleet. I mean, maybe that's a subject for a video, but I don't know what happened to Dreamfleet. But yeah, they kind of did their own thing, and I think it's still available on for sale, but there's really no development on it. And speaking of which, they did a really good, I think it was a Beechcraft A36 they did, really good Beechcraft. And yeah, there was, yeah, they're like reminiscing, but yeah, I mean, it's probably by far the best classic 737 there is right now. So if that says anything for you. Like I am running it in Vulkan, and don't really see any issues. I mean, everything looks pretty good. Um, don't know if the weather radar works or not. I know at one point it did. We can turn it on and see. I mean, heck, what's the worst that can happen? I don't even know. I don't think we're going to be running into any crazy convective activity to really test it. So, um, but X-Plane always kind of, and this is just, I don't know. X-Plane to me has always been kind of lacking in the weather depiction. But Active Sky has you know um, stepped up and doing what they can to try to alleviate some of our grievance in regards to weather. Um, all right, so we're cruise right now, guys. We're at 35,000 feet, and let's see, guys. We've well past our transition altitude. All right. I had it set to 902 temperature. Normally, you know, past 180, we'll set up for standard pressure. Got to talking, and you guys know the rest. So yeah, we're sitting pretty good. Sitting pretty good. It's been a while since I've been in X-Plane. I don't know, guys. This is not that I don't like X-Plane, don't care for it at all. It's just the whole thing going on with version 5. You know, I unfortunately I neglected some um of my X-Plane aircraft, and I'm very sorry about that. Especially because it was like I downloaded, especially this scenery here that we're gonna land at. Hopefully, I did everything correctly and everything drives so you guys can see it in its pure awesomeness. But you know, it's like I downloaded the scenery, and then you know I had my interpersonal battle with whether or not I should go ahead and purchase version 5, and so I did, and then you know just kind of off from there, and on top of that, you know, Fly the Mad Dog X got released for version 5, and then it was just over. It was over after that, and you know, Quality Wing that came out, you know, had to do that, but yeah, it's definitely showing some love there to Vertical Simba. He's also working on some Tampa scenery as well, which is gonna be really nice. I think I actually probably had my worst airport experience in Tampa, but it's a beautiful airport. But it was just my goodness. I forgot I had to. What was it? No, well, I say worst experience like as if it's the airport's fault. It really wasn't the airport's fault, but I kind of gauged my timing. I didn't realize you have to take a tram, like you go through security, right? And then you go from there. Well, I think you take a tram to security, and then from there you take another tram to um, terminal to the terminal, and then you know go back. Which is, I mean, it's not bad, but it's not one of those. That's not one of those airports you can just roll up last minute and expect you're just gonna breeze through security. Um, Probably not because really not a lot of people traveling as yet, but um, even like DFW, you know, I can shoot through security fairly quickly and not have too much of an issue. But yeah, you can do that in Tampa if you want to, and be sorely disappointed at the gate. Sorely disappointed. All right, guys, we're gonna go ahead and clear this discontinuity here if I can do it. Yay! There we go. All right, so I'll cross Tom Begbie, and then we'll head direct to Sierra Zulu Whiskey, which I'm not 100% sure. I think that's a VOR. It's been a while since I've flown this arrival. Oh, all right. Let's see. So let's go ahead. All right, that was pretty cool. Um, I don't really use it as much as I probably should. Um, but it's super handy to have. Bradenton. All right, let's see here. Arrival. So look at that. Even Avatab has the latest nav data, and I don't. That's terrible. So, but we're going to be flying the Clamp 6. So we're just going to pretend we yanked this thing out of a museum and didn't have time to update the nav data. So we're just going to be using some outdated nav data. All right. It'll be fine. All right, yeah. So that's Seminole there. Yeah, it's VR. All right, so I'm across the Seminole, and probably just descend the other arrival. I don't foresee us getting any coverage anytime soon. I'm looking here at VATSIM, and the only thing I see now is Indianapolis Center online right now. So, which is fine. You know, shouldn't be too big of a issue getting in there, and I don't even see a whole lot of traffic here. So we should be good. I hadn't pulled it up on the map at all. I should. I've been needing to really mess with Sim Toolkit because basically Sim Toolkit takes all of what we normally use as far as simming and like puts it all in one, and it's like really awesome work with. I just haven't had the opportunity to check it out. Those of you just jumping in, guys, welcome. Welcome to the fiasco. Which is not a fiasco yet, but you know that things lately have been pretty random here, but you know not as random as the SciTech yoke. I just retired. May rest in peace. And then I was watching some video from the new Honeycomb Bravo throttle quadrant that they were showcasing. That thing looks pretty cool. Didn't even look at the price though. I know it's going to be something. No, I'm going to probably sell a kidney to be able to afford it, but it looked really, really good. So it was one of those situations to where it's completely convertible. So let's say if you're a turbofan guy, you like flying jet aircraft, you can convert it with the reverse thrust knobs and all that fun stuff. And or if you like props, I think you can set, where you can have 2 throttles, 2 prop levers, and 2 mixtures. It's really, really nice. And then not only is it the throttles, but it also has switches as well. So I think there's like some annunciation lights and things like that. Just super cool. Super cool. And you're just looking at all that, and in my mind, I'm like, okay, it's about $3,400. I mean, it looked like that. So I don't know. We'll see. We'll see. I don't think it's released yet, but we shall see. Let's dive over here into our progress page and see what we're looking like here. All right, 433 miles out, and we're running about 419 knots. Unfortunately, don't have that awesome tailwind we had a month or so ago, where it was going from west to east. So you're just getting those gnarly tailwinds going into Florida, and 2-hour trips you can knock down in an hour and 40, hour 30. But it'll be fine. Like I said, it's I don't know. I mean, I think we're running now like Mach 0.73, so she has it where it counts. Hear that. Gorgeous paint job as well. I don't know. And a lot of people prefer the winglets, and every now and then, I don't know about you guys, but every now and then I'll get nostalgic, and I'll definitely favor the non-winglet version of the 7.3, even on PMDG's 737. Every now and then, I'll load up a 7.3 with no winglets. Just I don't know, just something about them. Man, it's now I'll give Vulcan this. Like I said, we are running on Vulcan right now, and it is butter, butter. No stutter. Now there's no clouds in the sky and all that fun stuff. I mean, it's like severe clear, but man, it is butter. This zoom out on our ND here one more time. Wait a minute, is it? Am I zooming out or in? Look. I don't know why the mouse wheel is throwing me off. Alright, yeah, so we're out. I think about 80 miles out or so. This here. Alright, let's do this. Alright. Oh, cool. So fuel burn like about 12,000 in the tank. About 13,000 in the tank. All right, looking pretty sharp here. Down here to the Man, look at that. Good Lord. Goodness gracious. And you can even see the little dirt, the worn rudder knobs, which, you probably see that more like a turboprop, like the Dash 8 or something. I mean, we don't even see the paint on it anymore. The lambskin seats there, the fur coming off of that. I've been trying to take the opportunity to see what else is clickable in this thing, which I think the entire overhead's clickable. As far as that goes, none of the breakers are, but of course, pretty much everything on the center panel. RT data, we'll put that in there. Nothing on the jump seat. What's that? Observer, see oxygen use limited 15 minutes. Well, that stinks. Surprised it's that long. Alright, bring this guy forward a little bit. Alright, let's take a look. Take a look at our rival and see what's going on. Fire up the old Navograph. Alright. Fire up the old Navograph and see what's going on. Kilo Sierra Romeo Quebec here. And go. There we go. Alright. Let's see. So we're taking the clamp 7. See, and I'm thinking we can still stick with 1.4. We'll come down to 2,000 there. What's the initial? That's the initial fix. No procedure turn coming off the pi, so we may do that. I think we selected pi already though. So no PT pi, which I hadn't flown. My goodness, I've rarely been asked to fly procedure. Say at 2008. And a missed approach, climb to 1,000, then climbing left, turn to 2,000, outbound, Sarasota VOR, up the 118 radial to the Murdo intersection, 13.6 DME out, and hold. Okay. Yay, 300. Which will probably end up being probably 1.4 and then a right here. So probably, hopefully, we can drag it out there, get like the Alpha 7, come off at Alpha 7 and terminal. So really, all right. Okay. So guys are probably wondering, why I have one ear open. So those of you who don't have children, um, you always kind of want to keep an ear out at all times. So, normally I'll try to keep an ear out for the kiddos in case disaster strikes. which happens, which definitely happens. Now I've been thinking about using a there's an adapter for aviation headsets that you can use, and been thinking about using that. Then I have a lower profile set um, from back in the day, and I may pull that guy out here at some point. And, cool. What's the? I need to do this. I need to set some views here as well while we're kind of fiddling around there. What's that? Oh, leave that on. Clear that. Oh, let's see. Woo, crisis alert. Sorry guys. Apparently I found the keybind for the AP disconnect. Alright, let's go back down here and see what's up. Let's see. Come up a little bit. Let's see. Alright, there we go. Alright, go. There's like nothing going on right now. Oh, there's Atlanta Center, but I think for yeah, it looks like Atlanta Center just jumped on, guys. So let's dial into let's give Atlanta Center a holler. Let's see, 132 975, which would be 97. All right. I think should be that. Cool. Atlanta Center, good afternoon, Southwest 894 with you, flight level 350. All right. I'm glad I checked that because we literally just busted this guy's face. South 894, Atlanta Center, score 2011 ident. 2011 ident for 894. All right. See if he can find us. South 894, contact 47 miles northwest of Montgomery, level 350. I don't have any flight plan on file for you, so if you can just send me all the information, I'll input it for you. Stand by one. Get that sent over there for 894. Weird. Weird. See, let's get this. See if I can get that. All right, let's do that. We'll do that and okay. Delta 1890, clear direct Atlanta Airport to center maintain 70,000. 70,000 direct Atlanta, Delta 1890. Okay. Oh, crikey. I'm back. All right, let's Go, let's put in. Followed one earlier, so not sure. That's so strange. $8.94. That is so strange. All right, let's see. All right, let's full school. Let's see, KSR. Yo, Archer. Hour 42. Feel available 3 hours and 9 minutes. Yeah, guys, I'm just going into the pilot and putting this in manually. Alright. The cruise speed. That's for 884. I'm almost done there on the pilot client. I should have it for you shortly. Let's see. Alright. Alright, let's see. Copy. Okay. Boys. Okay. All that. Alright, let's submit it. Whoo, what an ordeal. Alright. Let's see. Alright. Okay. Center 894. Center 894. Flight plan should be on its way, sir. Oh. Alright. That was weird. Normally I follow on sim brief and I don't know. Sim brief. Okay. Alright. So now we're good to go. Alright, so. Alright. All right, guys. So we're cooking with grease now. Atlanta Sarah's just jumped on, which I don't think will be on along with them. Jacksonville. That's Tower. That's kind of watching here. See. All right. Ooh. I had a weird issue. The other day. So I took the flight factor 757 out for just for a spin. I went to I think Akron from Nashville, and everything worked on VATSIM just fine. But for some reason, I could transmit, but could not receive. Checked the audio panel. I don't know how many times. Everything was good. Um, all right. Okay. All right. Cool. So that's good. But yeah, for some reason had tons of issues in terms of audio with the flight factor 757. So I don't know if that's something. I don't know if that's something with. I wasn't in Vulcan. Um, yeah, I don't know if it was an issue in terms of the aircraft itself or what. But yeah, had tons of problems with it. So we ended up on text communications, which can be a little bit of a hassle, especially when you're in IMC. And I think minimums at night were I mean it's not minimums. I'm sorry. The ceilings were pretty low that night as well. So yeah, it was definitely definitely interesting. All right. Let's see. 22 for 894. So have a good day. All right. All right. So that was it. That was it. I don't think they're. Let's see. Yeah, Jacksonville isn't on either. So. Uh, yeah. Wah, wah, wah. Oh well. We're about. See, still about two. 279 miles, but yet our EOD is 208. So we definitely may be descending via the arrival. Let's go let's go to plan mode here. There we go. That's what I wanted to do. Alright, and let's go over here to our let's see. Walk ourselves down. So that's pi. So we can actually, here's what we'll do. We'll go direct link and I'm sorry, we'll go direct pi from Lincoln. So that's pi, and then we'll insert that right after boats. I'm sorry, right after Lincoln, and that should get us to where we need to go. All right, now. All right, so that makes more sense. Okay, makes a little more sense. All right, those of you guys who are just coming in, welcome, welcome, welcome. Happy Sunday, and happy Memorial Day to those of you in the States. It is barbecue weekend, so try not to do what I did and burn the food. Well, I almost burned the food. Almost. Let me just step in right now, dang it, and say I did not burn the food. Just I think it was like a hot dog. The kind of, you know how like you're grilling and then like the hot dog rolls into the, yeah, that happened. So, yep. All right. Yep. Still no coverage. So yeah, we are back on CTAF here. I just like listening to the traffic, honestly. I mean, it does, especially when you're, it kind of breaks the monotony of a trip. Being on with someone. Coffee cup. Is that a coffee cup in the bottom? Never knew that was down there. That is, I think. Interesting. Here. Here we go. Yep. Then Memphis there just jumps on. Yeah, we just came out of just crept out of airspace there. All right. Now I'm so used to chase planes, it's almost like, man, I kind of wish chase plane would meander over to X plane, which X plane doesn't really need it, but just some of the additional features be pretty cool. All right. Here. All right. Oh, yeah. So I did see. I forgot where I saw it. It was VATSIM. Someone posted. Um, they're actually working on a Concorde. I didn't catch. It was one of those where they just showed the render, didn't show anything else. But looks as if at some point we'll have a Concorde. Now I don't know if it's going to be like on the level of. Not sure if you guys remember the Concorde FS Labs did years ago. I think that's actually what kind of put them on the map. They did just a super high fidelity Concorde for, I think it was for like SXX. I mean, awesome. For FXX, and yeah, it was a sight to behold. And so like I said, I'm not sure how far down the rabbit hole these guys are going to go with the Concorde. Hopefully, it's far enough for it to be a little bit. Now, that was one airplane, like the entire 4 hour trip from JFK to London. Like you're busy. I think they even added like it was like a virtual flight engineer to kind of help you get things because you're moving fuel around in order to maintain proper center of gravity, especially during supersonic flight. Um, Doing fuel calculations, messing with the inertial navigation system, which is a whole different animal. Um, yeah, you're just busy. You're busy. It was challenging. It was a fun airplane to fly. And like I said, if it was one of those situations to where like if you're like me and don't have a whole lot of time to do transatlantic flights, but you want to do one, I mean, if you got 4 hours to burn, the Concorde will get you there. 4 or 5 hours, somewhere around there. But yeah, so I'm really, really excited to see, what they end up doing with that. But like I said, I'm not sure, how. I think there's one for. I know there's one out for X plane, but to be honest with you, I don't really know a whole lot about it. Unfortunately. All right, looks like we're 146 miles out. We're almost there, guys. We're almost there. Yeah, almost. I started not to hold off on today, maybe do one tomorrow, but man, I went camping last night with the kids, and I'm still kind of. Hence, it's why it's 12 o'clock and I'm still drinking coffee because it was just that kind of night. That kind of night. But it was fun. It was fun. It was supposed to rain last night as well, so we're kind of wondering, if we're gonna get hit by a hailstorm or something like that. But we dodged the bullet. I was pretty excited to wake up and still be in the same spot that we camped. So um, consider that one a win. But so yeah, I was a little tired today. So I don't know. Probably after this, and I think I may take a old person's nap. And it's like one of those naps where you wake up at like 6:30 and then get up for a moment and then walk around for an hour or two and then go back to sleep. So I don't know. I don't know. I say that, didn't I? End up going till 11, 12 o'clock like I normally do. I think I have most of my views that I have like an FO view. I don't know. Maybe this looks more realistic to me, but it's still kind of, I don't know, awkward as far as your viewpoint. So like it feels like you're sitting up really high, but then at the same time, um, thing in the jump seat for 737, it's about right. But in sim, I don't know. I guess because I don't know. Don't I'm not even gonna sit here and venture to guess, but yeah, the viewpoint just seems a little more realistic to me than some. Oh, where are those people? iFly actually had a. I think they do. I think they did a 737, like the entire um, new generation 737, and they had a pretty decent viewpoint as well. PMDG did update theirs. I know for a while the original NG that PMDG had, they there are a lot of people that kind of you know show display their pleasure with the viewpoint for the certain things. But I mean, personally, I don't know. It really didn't bother me, but IXEG was one of those that did a fantastic job of getting that viewpoint just right. I'm really digging these gauges though. Not digging our oil quantity for our number two engine, but really, really digging those gauges. Super, super nice. We'll see how this approach goes. Speaking of approach, let's I keep forgetting this whole tablet's here. I'm gonna be honest with you guys. I really do. I forget the bloody things here. I'm so used to like not having one until to get them. It's like, but oh yeah. Speaking of tablets, so I had to keep going back to like P3D and Explain News. I mean, P3D and FXX News and all that. But flying the Mad Dog X, like it's official. They are working on a EFB for the Mad Dog, and in fact they've shown renders, so it's gonna be soon. Well, I'm not gonna say, but it's hopefully it should be pretty soon, hopefully. But anywho, let's go back over here. Let's check out this approach here. Let's see here. So where are we coming down to? Like I said, pi 2,000 feet, and then we'll be. So let's see. Let's go up here. It is 124.37. Let's see. Localizer be 111.3. Man, this thing's old school. Let's see. If you just kind of look straight down and didn't look at anything else, you'd swear you're in 727. Speaking of which, guys, talk to me. Fly JSIM 727. Is it worth it? I don't know. I've been looking at it since the whole explain stuff. Not saying that I'm gonna get it now because I just already made a huge purchase, and I don't wanna permanently live in that tent that we put together last night while we were camping. But at some point, maybe in the future, I'm sure this will be long since done. But really looking at that 727 from Fly JSIM. I heard it's good, but I don't know if you guys have laid hands on it at some point. Let me know in the comments or whatever, and I'm kind of curious to see what that guy is all about. But yeah, those of you who didn't catch last stream, I got a request to do an unboxing for the honeycomb yolk. Hopefully, barring any unforeseens or a meteorite strikes the box while it's on my doorstep or whatever. But hopefully sometime next week I'll do one. I'm not a big unboxing, type person. It's like, oh yeah, it's box, open it, yeah, it's but we'll go through it. So go through it and just kind of see, you know. For a while you couldn't find them. I was really surprised to find it on find the honeycomb yolk on what am I thinking of? Amazon. Yeah, find it on Amazon there. So that was pretty nice. Pretty nice. We'll see what happens. Where we're at now? We're crossing Seminole, but getting pretty close to our destination here. And frames, we're still at 40, which isn't. I'm cool with 43 frames a second. Now I've seen some guys get much higher, but me personally, I'm totally cool with 40 frames a second. 30, 40 frames a second to me is butter. So right now it's kind of what we're getting with Vulcan. Not sure what that is. That a contrail? I don't see anything on TCAS. But yeah, that's good performance to me. I mean, it dips down like 35. I mean, like, so we do have some visible moisture, so that kind of makes sense. Why it's a little low. I keep double checking. Oh, I got a ding here. What's this ding for? Let's check here. Alright, so Memphis, Jax. Okay, so kind of checking your messages. Okay, that's not for me. Okay, cool. Want to make sure we didn't bust anybody's airspace or anything. Alright. Oh, so um I don't know, guys. What do you think? I'm thinking next stream. Um Thinking next stream we jump back in the Islander for from Torxim and maybe do some island hopping in that. I think they're actually I did just see this. They pushed an update for it. Well, no, I'm sorry. Version 1 is already out. So version 1 for the Islanders is already out. I think they're working on 1.1. But 1.1 changes. They made a lot of changes. So those of you who have the Reality XP GTN 750 and 650, you're getting that in the Islander. They made some graphical. Man, that went really. Oh, okay. Just okay. Gotcha. All right. Um, they made tons of graphical improvements, especially on the panel. Then they did a few other things as well, but the biggie is the GTN 750 and 650 integration. That is huge. That is huge. The other thing was the one thing I struggled with is the generic Garmin 430, which is not so much as a struggle. It's just, I mean, if you're actually in the aircraft, it's much easier to manipulate the knobs and everything. It's just the mouse wheel. I don't know. It just gets to be a little too much, especially when you're doing when you're doing island hops and stuff like that. Or we can do something out of Boston and head up to over to Nantucket and see what's going on over there. Um, I don't know. You'll see. If you guys want to, you guys can drop me a comment and let me know. Jump on Discord and let me know what you guys think. What trips you want to take next. All that fun stuff. I would love to break the 757-300 back out from Flight Factor, but I don't know. It's made me a little nervous. made me a little nervous. All right, let's see. Yay, we're about to pass heaven. Let's see here. About to hit clamp, 189 out. All right, so we got the got our ILS dialed in here. And what's that course? Go back here, look at the course. Oh, approach course 139. 139. Let's see. I'll get it in there eventually. One day. Perfect. Awesome. So that's set. Let's see here. What's our unconditional ILS terps? Do 223. Let's see. That 223. Get that in there. And let's do Oh, and congrats, sir, you have been promoted. Let's see. All right, 50 miles out now. We'll go ahead and other way. There we go. Go ahead and dial this guy all the way down to 2 grand. And clear ourselves all the way down to 2,000. All the way down to 2,000. Guys, we're almost there. And let's see here. Those of you who are just diving in, once again, the Discord channel is up. I'm gonna copy it and post it in the comments here. Ow, right there. And dive on there if you guys like. Post your ideas and we'll fellowship, break bread, all that fun stuff, and yeah, have ourselves a good old time. Perfect. Let's see here. All right, looking pretty. This view. Oh my gosh, what happened? Oh, woo. Man, had me nervous. Holy smokes. We had like no displays in the PFD. Like, oh my gosh. Not now. You know, oh man. Don't you guys hate those like a CTD or it crashes? And it's like, you know, CTDs happen. They happen all the time. But for it to happen like right before top of descent or like right, you know, right at approach, you know, it's like you're hitting the initial approach fix and the whole thing just crashes. Like not like this. Not like But fortunately, they were good, especially with Vulkan enabled, because I had some issues when I first did the beta update for X-Plane, and Vulkan was in its early infancy. I had a lot of problems with it just crashing, which I hardly ever have problems with X-Plane crashing. But it's kind of one of those things when you get a beta. And but I updated last night, and so far I haven't had any problems so far. And once again I say that, and it all comes crashing down. Yeah. So I think we're gonna be okay. Stay positive. All will be good. We'll land. It'll be awesome. My scenery won't spaz out. And I think we'll be good. I think we'll be good. Disappeared. What? What? Oh my gosh. I don't know why my chat. Oh, there we go. Equals blown Oh my gosh, dude. Man, I don't know. I don't know. Like my Sims lately, and Sims, they tend to do weird things, from time to time for me. But what really just put me over the edge was when my yoke started to kind of act up. I hate to keep going, keep going back to it, because I had that yoke. I've been a SciTech person for over 10 years and never had a problem. And it's like, and it's not something where it's clear cut. Okay, the internals just went out, or a potentiometer just went bad or something like that. It was just weird. It would work. It'd work perfectly, perfectly. It'll do that for a week, and then all of a sudden, it just wouldn't take any responses. And then it's not, it's not the fact where you're on the ground and it does it. You'll be on approach or something like that. Because initially I thought it was like a software issue. I'm like, well, if that's the case, I'm like, well, why? Maybe it's a problem with the software. Happens all the time. All right, so looked at that, double checked drivers and all that fun stuff, and still had the same problem. And yeah, it was just one of those unsolved mysteries. So I think at some point I will end up office spacing that yoke. It's very, very frustrating to be on approach, and it just dies on you. Very frustrating. Oh, once again I digress. All right, so we're about to hit that top of descent there. So I'm gonna go ahead and I'm gonna zoom this in a little bit. That is really cool. Whoever thought about that, man, just thanks. Makes life so much easier. So much easier. All right. Let's see. Now let's go back here. Let's see if we can pull some ATIS here. What was that? 124.37. So 27, 34, 27. And we'll get 34 here at some point. Wait a minute, did I say 30? I'm sorry. Did I do that backwards? Yeah, I did. Whoops. Yeah, I need to go to bed, guys. Alright, 24, 37, there we go. We're still quite a ways out, so I would not be surprised if we don't get it just yet, but it's in there, so when we get a little closer, towards terminal area, we can probably have better success in picking up ATIS. So we'll switch back to the old CTAF, and yeah, go from there. All right. All right, guys. So yeah, we are on that descent. Good. We're 118 out now. All right. I guess we'll. There we go. All right, they're on. Let's double checking the overhead here. Make sure. Oh, that's what I need to look at. What's our field elevation? 30. See if my preset will work. That works. That works. That works. That works. Everything else works except that one. Perfect. All right. All right. Post on over here. See, what is that? 30. Go the other way. We'll do about 40. We'll do 40 feet. Oop, yeah, fight. All right. All right. We are heading into Sarasota. Yay! Still hearing a little more. And see, let's see what's Lincoln. SRQ back arrival on the clamp. Yeah, we should be. Go ahead and put this guy in vertical speed mode. Oh, that doesn't. I still have to drag this. That's Buzz Killington. All right. Let's see. I'm gonna go ahead and put a little spoiler in there. Little spoiler in there. See if we can. That's weird, guys. You see the little control there? It's starting from the front of the engine instead of from the back. I'm sure that's I don't know. I'm not really too terribly concerned about it. Just something I noticed. All right. Woo. All right. Oh, is that an echo? Is that an echo I see from the radar? So let's tilt our antenna up a little bit. Maybe some ground clutter we're picking up. All right, so Lincoln 7,000 bet. Silver props expect 11,000. Yeah, we're a little behind. Be all right. Okay. How far away? You're still okay. 80 miles out for a. Not gonna make a call just yet, but we'll stand on these spoilers here a little more. See our speed creeping up. We'll jump on those speed brakes a little more just to make sure we don't pass that barber pole. All right, coming out of 200. Let's see, Mike. Get this. Oh, not yet. Yeah. see, we're supposed to be at pi at back. Let's see, we're supposed to be at pi at. I think we can go to each one of these at the approach. There we go. Alright, what's that? 2000. We'll be able to make that, sir. Alright, what's this? What's our altimeter setting? Oh, got a little light, got a little precip in right now. Alright, let's see what we got going on here. 3003. Alright, so got some high pressure going on. Fairly high pressure. 3003. And the altimeter. So I want to zoom this up a little bit. And let's shallow out. Man, I wish the thumb will maybe yeah, the mouse will work for that. Alright. There we go. And guys, I'm gonna go ahead and roll this. Well, not roll it forward, but we'll be roll this guy back on to 240 in the window there, and start getting this puppy slowed down. Still got speed brakes on though. About 1,700 foot per minute. That should put us at pi right at 2,000 feet, give or take. That work? Oh, okay, that's cool. That's what that does. So I'm assuming ground. Okay. All right, there's 280. What's our auto brake? Auto brake 2. Let's see. I think everything else for the most part is good. Just gotta get our speed in check. Coming in a little hot. A little hot there. Let's see. Let's see. I sure would like to drop about 30 knots here and be good. I'd like to dump about 30 knots. Okay. Alright, I am out of the speed brakes and we are on the vertical speed. I gotta get down there, see if we can catch pi at 2 grand. See if we can catch pi at 2 grand. Let's see. Alright. Cool. Thurso trip, Southwest 894 is on the clamp 7, about 50 to the northwest, expecting ILS runway 14 on the approach. Thurso traffic. Alright, 240, okay. Alright, I can live with that. That'll be fine, guys. That'll be good. That'll be good. think we will be good. And note to self, make sure we update that native data. Actually, I gotta figure out. Oh man, yeah, I gotta reset my Navigraph manager, and I get this guy added back in. I think it pulls from. I don't remember. I know some of the Explain add-ons they pull from the Explain database, but I don't remember. All right, landing lights on. Hey, what's going on, Flight Sim? Nope, you got your promotion, bud. Got your promotion. Finally, some Explain content. Yeah, man, I know. I've been neglecting it for long enough. But I'm really liking. I told you, right? I told you. I told you. Once you get everything lined out, once you get it together, P3D to me, Explain and 11 and P3D version 5 complement each other nicely on, one's machine if you could swing it. And then slowly we can kind of, shoo, 4.5 out the door. That's my hopes. That's my hopes. All right, getting got a little taste of IMC here. A little taste of IMC. Go here and set our bug ourselves in for. Then give it to me. Really? You don't have it there on Discord? All right. Stay. I'll have to look at it here. All right, bam, you promoted. Yeah, the IXEG is pretty sweet. She's pretty sweet. All right, looking pretty good there. Coming down through 4.3 for 2000. 4.3 for 2000. All right, so here's what we'll do. We'll come off the vertical speed a little bit. Let's do 1100 on a vertical speed, and we'll come down to about 210. Oh well, no, we won't do that. We'll come down to about 210. I got 210 dialed in there. Guys, I am worried about that. Well, I guess we'll look at it later. Oh, cool, perfect. All right. Looking pretty slick here. Not letting me. Did you sign up for the Windows Insider program? What version are you? What version are you on now? Did you already? Maybe you've already gotten the update and aren't aware of it. All right, coming down through 2,000 feet. Shallow. Shallow this guy up a little bit. All right, make sure here. All right, 2,000 feet. Pretty good here. See if we can arm this brake. There we go. Beautiful. Alright, guys, there's 210. And we're making that turn there, coming off of Pi to Paso. And it looks like she's trying to lock up 2,000 feet there. I check my version. I want to say, I think it's about on Windows. I'll have to double check here. If not, I'll hit you up on the Discord and we'll see if we can figure it out. All right, let's bring that antenna up a little bit, guys. We're getting a lot of ground clutter. All right. I can't, still can't use all my VRAM. Now, did your VRAM increase? What size your V go? So I have 8 point. Okay, so it's a little. Cause I have an 8 and I started out with 6.7. I went from 6.7 to 7.1. See here. Zoom in a little better. All right. All right, guys. We're going to call flaps 1. See here. Pretty good so far. That's weird. Now, what's your cap? I guess if you look on the right on your GPU memory, it should show your cap. You're like, unfortunately, probably not today, bud. Probably not today, my friend. I got some stuff I got to take care of. All right, let's see here. Okay, pretty good. All right. There's our traffic, Southwest 894. It's about 25 to the north of the field. We'll be shooting the ILS 14 approach. There's our traffic. Let's see. It sounded like he was coming from. It didn't sound like it was Sarasota, so nor do I see him on TCAT as well. All right, let's go ahead and slow down here. Down to 180. We'll call flaps 5. All right, flaps 5 there. And let's arm the approach mode. No, I am using the. I'm still in the same setup that was in the last stream. I'm using the Thrustmaster T1000 mic and my Thrustmaster Otis Warhawk quadrant. All right. Sorry, I was like, oh man, no worries, bud. No worries at all, man. No, we all got things to do on the weekend. Things to do, people to see, and barbecue to eat. Yeah, I'm pretty stoked as well. Definitely stoked about it. Hopefully, hopefully won't have any issues with it. All right, almost there at Paso. Let's see. I'm gonna get the let's see, server about 180. I'm gonna go ahead and hit the heading select mode and heading select mode there, and we're gonna try to get a nice general intercept. Let's see here. Oh my goodness. All right. Sarasota traffic, Southwest 894 is at 2000. They're intercepting localizer from 814. So, Sarasota traffic. All right. All right, there's the localizer there. Bring the volume up just a hair. Springs are amazing. High settings, Vegas. Yeah, yeah, that's the only problem. Now, as long as you're under your VRAM cap, you're golden, good. But as soon as you go above that, man, yeah, she makes you pay. All right. Makes you pay. All right. So traffic, Southwest 894, it's about 2,000 feet on the 15-mile funnel on the runway Atlas 44 approach. So traffic. Yeah, there is. There is. There is. Exactly. Yep. All right. Let's see. We're at 2,000 feet there, 180 knots. Let's see. Yeah, speed brake is armed. Speed brake is armed. Flaps working on those. Glide slope is alive. Ignition is on continuous. And we intercept here. We'll go ahead and call gear down. All right, gear down, guys. Bug to 160. Flaps 10. 15 on the flaps. Down to 150. All right, bugging in 142 and flaps 25. All right, guys, flaps 30. And I have the controls. Hot mic. Pretty good here. A little bit of a crosswind, not too bad. Not too bad there. Not too bad. Alright, guys. Alright, guys, we're gonna see if we can hit those, see if we can hit right before those, right before the TDZ. I'm gonna get up under the glide path a little bit, get up under those, alright, there we go. Yep, I know, I know, I know, I know. Stalker knows. No, I know. That nose straight. Get that nose straight. Hold that all. There we go. We're down. Purser's engaged. Alright guys, I'm on the brakes. 60 knots, purser's out. Weird. The auto brake was set, it just did not feel like we were getting the deceleration we would normally get on, oh man, are we on a boat? Holy cow. Alright. Yeah. Let's see here. Let's see. See if we can run a replay of that one. I do miss X-Plane, I'm not gonna lie. Let's see here. Let's see if we can catch a tower view. Let's see. Hard land. Yeah, you know, I knew it was gonna be a little firm. I was trying to hit my spot there. I was aiming just north of the touchdown aiming markers, and I'm kind of glad I did because we definitely weren't getting the deceleration that I would have expected from being an auto brake 2. So let's see here. Yeah, I got in that flare. Come up on it a little bit. Yeah, she was firm. She was firm. She was firm. That's okay. That's all right. That's what those big struts are made for. There we go. Yeah, I don't think we opened any overhead bins on that one. I can live with that. I can live with that. Now, if we were in the Saab, we would have still been skipping down the runway there. But yeah, I can live with that. I can definitely live with that. And this airplane's fun. But yeah, we had our auto brake. I'm gonna run it one more time, guys. I'm sorry. Oh no, the auto brake's still disarmed. Yeah. Yeah, we burned up a little. There's reversers. That's weird. I don't know. I don't know. Still didn't quite hit the markers like I wanted to, but that's okay. That's all right. Look at that compass. That's awesome. That is awesome. Good stuff. Good stuff. Let's see if we can what's that? There we go. All right guys, welcome to Sarasota. We survived another one. All right, landing lights off and APU on. Go. I think it's APU on here. All right, let's see. Let's see. Make our way over here into the gate. Sorry guys, I'm trying to fight my tiller here. Let's recall. Let's. Oh, it's weird. All right, AP on. Ooh, all right. We'll find the next gate up here. I think we can do. Think we can do this one up yonder. Bravo 3. I will take that. I'll take that. All right. Let's see. Right there. Cool. All right. Get her. All right. APU gens working. Open up those bleeds. Okay, not the eyebrow windows, the bleed. There we go. There we go. All right. And oh shoot, we haven't even cleaned up yet. We'll go ahead and kill the engines there. We'll leave the hydraulics on until we get the airplane. We get the airplane situated. All right. Don't think anyone's smoking these days, but go ahead and turn those signs off. And she is coming down nicely. Flaps are up. Beautiful. Beautiful, beautiful, beautiful. And now we can turn off those hydraulics. And field pump off. Oops, that guy. Oh, wrong one. There we go. All right. Sweet. That was a fun trip. That was a fun trip. Gorgeous airport. Gorgeous airport. Once again, shout out to Vertical Sims for beautiful scenery. I think he's working on an update, some updates as well for some other airports also. So cool beans. Well, sweet guys, I'm out of here. Appreciate you swinging by and taking time out of your Sunday to hang out with little me. Just make sure you stay tuned to the channel for updates. We're shooting for Tuesday stream. Well, Tuesday will kind of be the, I don't know, hopefully boxing. I don't know. We'll see. Just I'll post updates on Twitter and all that stuff, and try to guys in the loop. If you guys are new to the channel, once again, welcome. If you've seen this on recording, welcome. So be sure, do me a favor, drop a like, comment, subscribe, whatever, or both, or all. Awesome. Anyway, all right, guys, I'm out of here. Tired. You guys take care, and we'll see you later.